Saints. Always tough competitors, Swinton, especially on their own bidding. They've only lost one match in the league this season. That's out of 11 games. They just went down here at home to Halifax by 20 points to 13. Saints team for this afternoon: number 1, Connolly, Rapati on the right wing, Bailey right centre, Griffiths left centre, Hunt left wing. Beavers and Bishop, the half-back pairing. Evans, Dwyer and Ward in the front row, with John Harrison and George Mann in the second row. Shane Cooper, captain at loose forward. Substitutes Tommy Frodsham, back at his old club, and Paul Farber, the Swinton side. Number 1, Mellor, 2, Ranson, 3, Rapati, Joe Rapati that is, 4, Snape, 5, Edwards, 6, Griffiths, 7, Ashall, 8, Fusil, 9, Melling, 10, Morrison, 11, Allen, 12, Tapia, 13, Subritsky, with substitutes Ratu at 14 and Pickavance at 15. The match day referee is Mr. Jim Smith from Halifax. Said a tough tie. It's formerly the Players' Trophy. They've had 18 seasons of that, from 71-72 to 88-89. It's now the second season of the Regal Trophy. Saints unfortunately dumped out at the semi-final stage at Wigan against Halifax last season, and referee Smith gets us underway via Danny Griffiths. Jonathan Griffiths takes the ball from his own line, 10 yards upfield, onto John Harrison. Swinton, the Lions as they're known, go in with a tackle on Big John. Bernard Dwyer at acting half-back. Kevin Ward, but Swinton moving up very quickly. And that'll be Swinton's game plan from coach Jim Crellin to try and get Saints off the game, close them down very quickly. Well taken by Shane Cooper. The ball going out now to Mark Bailey. Just outside their own 25, it's the 6th and final tackle. And Shane Cooper. And the ball back to Paul Bishop. Deep kick upfield. Logan Edwards on the far side. Saints moving quickly, 2-man tackle, George Mann and Bernard Dwyer. Hooker, Alex Melling, trying to scamper away quickly from the half-back position. Peter Subritsky finds touch on the Saints 25. Well-travelled Subritsky, had quite a few clubs: Barrow, Blackpool, Carlisle, and I believe this is his first match back after breaking his ankle in an early season game. Obviously an old head, and one that will be used to Swinton's full benefit, no doubt. Bishop to feed. Saints come up with possession from the scrum. Moving it quickly, Mark Bailey. 2-man tackle there. Snape, one of the tacklers. The Saints bring it blindside onto Jonathan Griffiths. Sees the gap, looking for the support there. Tirapati coming inside. Wandering commission, roving commission is Tirapati. Up against one of the Rapati brothers in Joe here this afternoon. Good centre Joe, played for Warrington for quite a while, but moved over here to Station Road. Bernard Dwyer trying to scamper away from the active half-back position. Phil Beavers. Cut out pass there onto Mark Bailey. Beats the first line of Swinton defence. Good run from Bailey. 35-yard run. Placed up midway between the Swinton 25 and the halfway. Bishop along the line now. Saints with an overlap. Cooper, Griffiths. Hunt has to go back for it. Hunt chips it through. Unlucky there, but Scott Ranson comes up with possession. St Helens lad, this Ranson, one of 3 in the Swinton side, with Ashall, the scrum half, and Ian Pickavance, the substitute, who's the grandson of Saints director Joe Pickavance. Alex Melling at dummy half. Second row, John Allen releases the ball there to Ashall. He's upended by Phil Beavers. Looks as though the ball had been lost there, but Melling, I beg your pardon, Ashall snaps it up quickly. Well, that looked a bit forward, but Saints gather possession. It's Mark Bailey. He brought down short of the Swinton 25. Well, did Swinton strike at it? I think they raked at the ball there, managed to get it back. Obviously this is Swinton's ploy, and Saints will just have to take them to task at the play the balls. Excuse me, touch of the sneezes. Back in the action, Swinton in possession, just outside their own 25. John Allen running hard and strong. Well, Saints penalised. Jim Smith quickly in. Well, what sort of a signal that is? Either not lining up at the play of the ball or not allowing the player to get up quickly. For a good deep kick, Hines touched just short of the Saints 25. Swinton now with another 6 tackles. I'd imagine they'll have to hit Saints with all guns blazing in the first 20 minutes. Prop forward there, Andy Fusil battering his way into the Saints defence, but taken back there. Bernard Dwyer called in as a late replacement for Paul Groves. But it's Swinton pushing the way forward in the Saints 25, switching the play to Ashall. Sabritsky there, moves forward. And Saints pressing up again. Swinton moving it onto John Allen. Centre field, about 20 yards now from the Swinton, from the Saints try line. The ball back to stand-off. Danny Griffiths chips it through, but the ball's been kicked dead. Tirapati quickly back there as Griffiths chipped it through. Saw the gap in the Saints defence. Chipped it through, and none of the alertness there of Saints finally punching the ball up the dead ball line. Phil Beavers doing well to play today. Beavers was helped off the field at home last week. A nasty injury, nearly being decapitated by one of the Rochdale forwards. And also Paul Loughlin, who received a nasty groin injury via the same player, I think it was. Andy Fusil running hard. Has the ball knocked out of his hands, it's kicked upfield. If Saints can gather possession, they can't, it goes into touch. Should be scrummed down with the Saints speed. On the Saints 25-yard line and 10 yards in from the main stand side here at Station Road. Bishop to feed, but Saints penalised. Not packing correctly at the scrum. So Swinton with another penalty. Some very enthusiastic actions there from referee Jim Smith. And as I've probably said before, and no doubt will say again, as long as he's fair to both sides, we can't grumble. But definitely a bone of contention in the scrums. Very shabby, the rugby league scrums. Oh, the prop forward there, Tony Morrison, powering his way up to the Saints try line. Melling at dummy half, Swinton move it in field, onto Allen, John Allen. George Mann, Stuart Evans quickly in. Rested last week against Rochdale Evans, but had a superb game at Onslow Bradford in midweek. Well, second row man there. Shane Tapia coming on, but a superb effort from the Saints to hold him on his back, enable him, stop him touching down. But Tapia there coming on to a lovely short ball. But Saints did well, took him down, held him up over the line. Well, Swinton won against the head. Yes, Ashall. No messing this time, and Barry Ashall there, very alert, round that to play the ball. With just 8 minutes gone, Swinton going to a 4-0 lead. So Barry Ashall, As I said, a St Helens lad, and he'll have great pleasure in scoring that against his hometown team. Swinton taking a scrum against the head there, and really we shouldn't have much problem winning this ball when it's our feet, should we, with the Evans and Ward in the front row, irrespective of Bernard Dwyer hooking, obviously plunged in at the last minute. So early pressure from Swinton playing off. As I said, they won the scrum against the feed. Nearly went in for the try, and then young Ashall there, who's going up to convert his own try. Hopefully, anyway, shouldn't have any problem. Yes, bangs it between the uprights. And Swinton take a 6-0 lead. 9 minutes play gone. Saints and Wigan with the longest run of not being knocked out in the first round of the now Regal Trophy, but formerly Players Trophy. 74-75 season. Swinton knocked Saints out by 7-6 here at Station Road. They'll be looking to do it again, and we've had some tough ties here at Swinton. The last couple of times we've played Swinton in very toughly contested matches. When Saints went to Wembley the 86-87 season, only just beat Swinton here in a preliminary round. 18-16 I think it was. Put the ball back there to Paul Mellor, boots it upfield. Rapati takes it well. Connolly moves over with him, but Rapati brought down. Connolly attacked in half-back. Running up himself. Beavers onto Stuart Evans. Into the tackle with the shoulder, turns, looking to release. Short ball there to Kevin Ward. Cries from forward from the Swinton faithful. But Kevin Ward, well, the referee not doing anything about it. Swinton going in. Usually the referee moves in and shouts held. He didn't on that occasion. John Harrison now. Looking for an inside ball. He gets into Shane Cooper. Out to Jonathan Griffiths. Hunt on his outside. Griffiths gives the dummy. Good play from Griffiths there. But he give it Alan Hunt. The cover was coming across and it had been forced into touch. Well, a penalty there to Swinton. Accidental offside as Paul Bishop tried to grub her through, and it hit Jonathan Griffiths, who was stood in front of him. So it's Sabritsky, and he doesn't find touch with that. They'll have to make more of these. So Saints let off the hook there, and Gary Connolly brings it centre field. 3-man reception committee, and that's the way to tackle the opposition. Swinton going in very hard there, very hard and firm. Big John Harrison releases it back. Cooper tidies it up. On to George Mann. Good ball to Beavers. Over the top to Rapati. On the right wing. Hurling down the right wing. Feeds the ball inside. Yes, Saints keep it moving. Man taken down there on the far side. But Saints throwing it about a bit. Trailing by 6 points. Bishop. George Mann. Passes round the man to Griffiths. On to Alan Hunt. Let's see what this lad can do. Swinton defence comes in. Bounces him down. But we're in the Swinton 25 now. Swinton urged back on side. Griffiths from dummy half. On to Bishop. A little high, but he takes it well. Stuart Evans looking for support. Gets it from Bishop. Out to Bernard Dwyer. On to Beavers. Yes, he does well. Overlap there. Inside to Cooper. Solid play from the Saints. Bishop now. Saints have got a hit back early. Cut out past the George man. Out to Alan Hunt. George juggles with it. Takes it well. But unfortunately slides into touch. 10 yards from the Swinton line. 12 minutes gone. Still 6-0 in Swinton's favour. A scrum down there 10 yards from the Swinton line with a feed to Barry Ashall, who gathers possession from the base of the scrum. And Saints will have to move in quickly, contain this Swinton outfit in their own 25. Good tackling there, well in, and John Harrison picks up the loose ball. And it's Saints back on the attack, but Saints quickly in on Shane Tapia there, shoot the ball from his hands. Evans 8 yards short. Dwyer, Bishop, long pass to Cooper, Connolly moving in the line. Saints should be running hard onto this ball, they just seem to be taking it flat-footed. Ward now, yes, beats the cover defence, inside to Dwyer, on to Connolly, yes, he's in. Connolly opens his account, his first try of the season for the Saints. But good play there from Kevin Ward. Powered his way upfield, fed it inside to Dwyer. And then on to Connolly, who dove over at short range. Put Saints back at 6 points to 4. And Paul Bishop being entrusted with the goal-kicking duties. With Paul Loughlin out with that nasty injury. He's the leading goal scorer for Saints with 33. Sean Devine, whether he's injured or just not in the squad this afternoon. Well, obviously he's not in the squad, is he? Because he's not in the 15, but for whatever reason, he's got 10 goals this season. So Paul Bishop looking for his first points with his new team from St Helens. Yes, good goal from Bishop. His first point for the Saints. So Saints back on level terms, 6 points apiece. Short kick off there from John Allen. Well taken by Stuart Evans. Releases it to Bishop. Allen comes in and quickly dispatches him to the turf. Cooper, Beavers, Saints along the line. Harrison running onto it. Turned in the tackle. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Did well. And this is what Saints forward should be doing. Backing into the tackle and releasing it. Good backup forward play is essential. Quick play of the ball there. George Mann. Strong running Kiwi forward. He'll take them on. Wants a quick play of the ball. Sabritsky there. Just hanging on to him. Beavers looking for the gap. Sees the gap. Bailey looming on his right. Couldn't release it. Sixth and final tackle now. Cooper gives a dummy. Have to be released. It does so. Quick hands from the Saints. Quick hands. Inside ball from Walter Beavers. Long pass to Griffiths. Hunt on his outside. Griffiths gives the dummy. That's the die in the tackle, but the ball was down there. Unlucky there. Give a lovely dummy. Just couldn't release it. Good clamp tackling from this witness, Swinton defence. So the changeover, first one of the match. Shane Tupeya. It's now Alex Melling at dummy half and Swinton moving across in front of their own posts, just about 12 yards away from their own try line. No doubt the ball will be kicked upfield shortly. Sabritsky, a long cut-out pass onto Rapati, Joe Rapati. Scott Ranson, but he's taken down. Alan Hunt does well as young Ranson there tries to cabbage a couple of yards. Swinton go for the gap, Hunt in again, solid tackling, sixth and final one now. So what tactic will Swinton employ? Move it infield to Sabritsky. Boot it into plenty of space. On to Chirapati on the far side, playing on the right wing. Beats the first line of defence. Bailey's with him. He gives the dummy. I thought he'd released it inside to Mark Bailey. Well, kicked through again by Swinton at the play of the ball. I think it's the left wingman, Logan Edwards, that kicked it through. So scrum down, Saints feed. 10 yards inside the Swinton half. Good heel for the Saints. Gary Conley, extra man. Bishop on the run around. Onto Griffiths, takes it well. Gives it Alan Hunt this time. Sabritsky comes out, Beaver, Hunt still going. Well, just forced his shoulder over the touchline. But good play. Good play from Jonathan Griffiths and Alan Hunt there, but just being forced into touch. But it's Saints putting the pressure on. We're feed against the head there. And Saints will have to capitalise on it. Beavers. On to the Saints though, but Tirapati coming in field and an obstruction is ruled. Penalty to Swinton. Paul Mellor finds touch midway between the halfway line and the Swinton 25. Andy Fusil running up hard, got to get in, get the tackling done, force these big hard running prop forwards, bounce them to the ground. George Mann and John Harrison quickly in there on Shane Tapia, and Swinton moving it to the right. John Allen well clamped there, Shane Cooper and Phil Beavers. Melling at dummy half. Swinton move it in field, Ashall. Well, little bit of play acting there, yes, and rightly signalled by referee Smith. As the player involved, the Swinton player, played for it, but you could see he wasn't getting anything, and he got up quite crisply. Bishop, George Mann, blind side, good ball to Alan Hunt, pushes one off. Fusil there trying to force Hunt into touch right on the halfway line. Halfway through this first half, George Mann feeds it inside. Bishop on to Kevin Ward, beats the first line of defence, looking for support, the ball's released. Sabritsky, loose play there from the Saints, and Swinton snap up the loose ball. Still 6 points apiece. Tony Morrison out to Ashall along the line, stand off there, Danny Griffiths, lively stand off there, but a knock on being ruled, a Swinton knock on, scrum down with the Saints feed. Midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. As I said, the score still 6 points each, 20 minutes of normal play gone in the first half. Saints go up with possession, taking the scrums for 4-2. Mark Bailey. Beavers. Saints bring it blindside. Cooper. George Mann running hard. Taking them on. Tremendous forward. Block-busting runs from this Kiwi every game. Harrison. Out to Beavers. Change of direction. He brings it back to the left. Long pass from Beavers. Connolly has to take it well. Looking for support. So that move going a bag in, and Bernard Dwyer from acting half-back, just losing his footing. Beavers blindside again to Paul Bishop. Kicks it downfield, Mellor has to tidy it up. Alan Hunt and Jonathan Griffiths, Saints left wing partnership, quickly close him down. Quite a bit of mauling up to play the ball. Well, the Fusil going in on Hunt off the ball. Referee Smith, all the touch judge on this side with the yellow flag. Mr. Mitchell not paying a grain of attention. John Allen. Well, he releases the ball there. As Harrison and Ward had him clamped, waiting for referee Smith to shout held, but he didn't. He was allowed to release the ball, and it's Swinton still in possession. Well, loose play from them. Saints putting the pressure on a bit. Sixth and final tackle signified. Peter Sabritsky though, waiting for the ball. He's the playmaker, a tactical kicker, but he just bounces it upfield. Shouldn't be any problem for Connolly. Sits up nice for him on his own 25. He drives it up centre field and then moves over to the left wing. Saints get back on side, and Bishop brings it blindside. Saints bringing a lot of play to this left wing blindside. And both Jonathan Griffiths and Alan Hunt moving it quite well. John Harrison, centre field. He releases it there, loose ball. Well, Saints not backing the man up with the ball. Joe Rapati. Well, the touch judge has gone on, I don't know what for. Just a verbal altercation there. Then they're just pushing each other off. And Rapati there, Joe Rapati making a few gestures. But you can bet that the penalty will go to Swinton. The referee will have Swinton. We've had 23 minutes play, 5 penalties for Swinton. Saints haven't been awarded one yet. Touch is fouled on the Saints 25. Plan move from Swinton here. Well, if that's not obstruction, I don't know what is. About 4 players. Does the ball come across field? But Swinton, they're in the Saints 25. It's Ashall there moving it quickly to the left. The ball's still loose. There's a knock-on being ruled. Yes, a knock-on by a pair of Swinton hands. It's going to be Paul Bishop to feed. Saints pegged in their own 25. As I said, irrespective of hooker or whatever, well, the scrum after Ashall for Swinton. Moving quickly round the scrum. Should have been penalised for offside. Jonathan Griffiths taking well there as Swinton move up exceptionally quickly. Joe Rapati, Shane Cooper, Alan Hunt. So Bernard Dwyer moving it away. Stuart Evans receives the short ball and powers forward. Dwyer with the ball back to Cooper. John Harrison now. Unlucky there. Just taken down by his ankles. And now Kevin Ward, centre field. Looking for runners, but Swinton closing him down, and he can't release the ball. Sixth and final tackle. Certainly everything to play for. Cup rugby's entirely different from the league. Vevers lofts it high, and Paul Mellor comes up, takes it well. Bishop and Cooper bounce him to the ground. Cooper tries to rake the ball, but Alex Melling goes forward. Evans and Dwyer have to play the ball. Ashall moves it left. On to Danny Griffiths. But Swinton in possession inside the Saints half. Scores all tied, 6 points each. Andy Fusil powering his way 10 yards towards the Saints line. And Swinton bringing it blindside. On to Steve Snape on the far side. It's chipped through. Well, it's knocked on. No, I should have said knocked forward, not knocked on by Logan Edwards. He did well to take it. Loose ball there, and Gary Conley did well under a lot of pressure. But good play there from Steve Snape and Logan Edwards on the far side. The ball was knocked by his hand, but he caught it before it touched the ground. The Saints defence stood well there, but somebody's taken an injury on the far side. Looks like Big John Harrison. As Bernard Dwyer comes away with possession. Up to the 25-yard line now. Cooper takes it from out in half-back. On to Tia Rapati. Has to come in field. Feeds it inside to Paul Bishop. Deep kick from Bishop, forcing Swinton to turn round. Mellor, as the Saints defence comes in quickly, and you've got to make sure your tackles count. And there's Bishop. He kicked it, and he was the first man up. Well, he said he'd refereed intimating that he'd said that the tackle had been completed and the ball had come out. There's a scrum down, Saints feed, and Saints win possession. George Mann from short range. Beavers takes it, Saints have to move it quickly. Cooper turns it inside, just inside the Swinton 25. Stuart Evans. Short ball there, and Evans just battering into the Swinton defence. It's Kevin Ward, he does the same, he backs in, feeds it back to Bernard Dwyer. But the Swinton defence moves in quickly, stopping Dwyer from spreading the ball out. Cooper again, Mark Bailey. Just losing his footing, but turns back inside, gets it to Beavers. Saints spreading the possession now. Well, is that a forward pass being ruled? Yes, it certainly looks like it. Swinton feed, Barry Ashall. Shane Cooper just moves in at the loose forward and packs down. Just locking the scrum. Swinton possession. Breaking quickly. Ashall on the far side. Lively pair of half-backs there. And strong running forwards. Pusil in again. Nearly half an hour gone. Still 6 points each, and Swinton onto Jorapati. Griffiths tackles him. Hunt just comes in as the second man. Little Danny Griffiths chipping through. Knock on there. Smith turned his head away. He said it was gone back. Well, we'll question his eyesight over that, won't we? He turned his back away. And the ball going into touch right in the corner there by the corner flag. It was meant as a little chip kick through, I'm sure. I don't think it was a touch-finding kick, but it did find touch. It rolled and bounced and just went in touch. Infield, barely, what I would say, perhaps a yard. If that. Well, Swinton come up with possessions. That's one against the head there. And Saints defence will have to hold firm, but loose ball. It's been kicked back. Steve Snape. Swinton still in possession, but they've lost ground, they've lost yardage. Snape just taken down there, Mark Bailey. And the tackle count wave clean. Snape plays it to himself. Surely that's wrong, he was marked. Well, yes, incorrect to play the ball is the signal by referee Smith. And I do believe after nearly 31 minutes played, that's the Saints' first penalty. Beavers, good touch finder, 10 yards from the halfway line. Dwyer, Stuart Evans, first receiver. Dwyer again at dummy half, but Swinton sticking to the task. They've certainly held the Saints. They're in the second division, as I said, Swinton. They played 11, only lost that one match to Halifax here at Station Road. But Saints going through some patchy form. Mind you, there's a lot of patchy form in the first division. But Bishop there into space. Dwyer puts him into space. Dwyer for the river. Oh, superb! Unlucky there. Beavers just brought down short, yes. Cooper's in. No danger. Well, a move there started by Bernard Dwyer. He fed it inside to Paul Bishop. He heard up and then he fed it inside to Beavers. It looks as though Beavers could outpace the defence. He was brought down about a yard short, but quick thinking, Saints captain Shane Cooper moved up at the acting half-back. Beavers played it quickly and Cooper dove in at short range. That's his 6th try in 6 matches. Scored 1 each in the last 5, and obviously today's match making that 6th try. George Mann also on 5 tries, 1 each of the last 6 matches, and each of the last 5 matches, I beg your pardon. We just hope he can get on the score sheet today. But Paul Bishop shouldn't have any problem right in front of the sticks, and this will put Saints into a 6-point lead with 8 minutes remaining of the first half. Bishop there lines it up, yes, right between the sticks, so it's 12 points to 6 for Saints.
Replace number 8, Stuart Evans.
So Paul Farber coming on, as you just heard on the PA system, replacing Stuart Evans. Certainly not running as hard as we know Stuart Evans can run. What an early substitution there by Mike McClellan. And no doubt Evans, if need be, can be called on. But Swinton there hesitating at the kick-off. It's lofted. George Mann takes it and he runs up to the defence. Andy Pusil, one of the tacklers there with Shane Tapia. To Paul Farber, looking to get back in the thick of action. Dwyer inside to Bishop, on to Farber, there he is, his first touch. Powering his way forward, still going, finally brought to ground, just short of the halfway line. wants a quick play of the ball as Swinton move up exceptionally quickly. Reverse pass there. Beavers and Cooper onto Ward. Centre field. Runs hard, Ward. Still driving forward. Looking for support. It's away to Bernard Dwyer. Inside to Connolly. 50-yard movement from the Saints, and they're within 20 yards of the Swinton try line. Quick hands. Beavers. Good ball to Farber. Onto Rapati. He comes inside. Rapati, 15 yards short. Saints moving upfield very quickly there. Brilliant break from Kevin Ward. Beavers, high ball, but it comes slightly back. Hunt takes it. Well, Hunt ruled offside. They just have to walk away, Alan Hunt. He's disappointed with that decision. We just saw Beavers loft it up, and the ball actually came back. As I said, it was coming back. But Saints are penalised. Hunt for offside. Pick the bones out of that. Ashall it is. Finds touch. 10 yards short of the halfway line. Melling plays it. Onto Pusil. Into Kevin Ward. Harrison comes up with possession. Well, the ball removed there in the tackle, but an elbow, alleged elbow gone in. Surprising what I can see. Nobody saw that in the ground, only referee Smith. Shane Cooper just having words with him now, but he's unmoved. But there's only referee Smith. No shouts whatsoever from the Swinton contingent. The Tashall finds touch again. Second Swinton penalty in quick succession. They've managed 7 to the Saints 1. Just about 4 minutes of time in this first half remaining. Short ball there to Shane Tapia. Farber and Dwyer in at the tackle, and it's Melling at dummy half. Onto Ashall. Moving it to the left, but quickly dispatched to the ground, and he loses possession. Saints release it. Saints trying to spread it quickly. Onto Cooper. Mark Bailey beats the first line of defence. Moving over to his right wing man, Rapati. Saints again, spreading it left. George Mann, good ball, overlap for the Saints. Farber, good ball. Connolly in the line, up to Griffiths. Hunt will have to go in field, he does so. Takes it well. Mellor and Rapati bring him down. Connolly at dummy half, onto Bishop. Chip through for George Mann. And George Mann was clearly onside. Yes! Mann gets on the loose ball as Mellor knocks it on. 10 yards from the Swinton line now. Saints in possession. Mann plays it to himself. There was no marker, but nearly losing it there. The ball back to Beavers, and Saints in effect losing 10 yards there on that play the ball. A timely score here would be nice. Inside to Ward. Now it's Farber taking up the running. Fresh man. Dummy half, 10 yards from the Swinton line. Paul Bishop goes for the drop. Yes, comes away with the 1 point. So Paul Bishop scoring his first points of the for the Saints since his transfer from Warrington. Already kicked 2 conversions, and there he is with the drop goal. He's a drop goal exponent, as Saints have no doubt found to the dismay when Whipping versus Warrington. So Phil Beavers being replaced by Tommy Frodsham. Obviously took a knock in the ribs there. He was well hammered at Nosey Road versus Rochdale last week, and I'm very surprised that he was playing today. But he's been replaced. Took a knock in the ribs, and Tommy Frodsham came to St Helens from Station Road here at Swinton in a deal. I think it was Darren Blewer that actually came to Swinton in the deal, but it didn't rain very long here, did Blewer, and he's back at his hometown of Salford, just across the road from here. Well, a penalty. He's given a knock on, the ball come back. It was to Saints. Saints could have picked that up and carried on if that's surely. The ball had come back. Referee Smith knock on and awarding a scrum. Ashall to feed. Time running out, just about a minute of normal time remaining. Saints in the lead by 13 points to 6. Swinton come up with the scrum possession. Saints just edging on the scrums at 6 to 5, but Swinton now winning the penalties by 7 to 1. John Allen powering his way upfield, plays it to himself. Strong second row forward. He's within 5 yards now, and Swinton will be looking to get another score on the board. Trying to go through from short range. Solid Saints tackling. Holds firm this time. Allen again, I think it is, coming on the charge. It's going very dark here at Station Road. Ashall is going for the drop goal. Well, very adventurous, I must say. Trailing by 7 points, and he pops a goal over, and it's all on the hooter. So still Saints with that 6-point cushion, and there's the half-time hooter. So Swinton within a score of levelling the score up. 13 points to 7 in Saints' favour at half-time. Swinton opened the scoring with an Ashall try and goal. Then a Conley try, a Cooper try, both converted by Bishop. A Paul Bishop drop goal 3 minutes before the half-time interval. And then just on the half-time hooter, Ashall with a drop goal. So half-time here at Station Road. The first round of the Regal Trophy. It's Swinton 7, Saints 13. Now for the second half of this Regal Trophy. First round clash. Saints 13 points to 7 in the lead, and Paul Bishop to get us underway. The last few games, Saints have been quite lax in the first half, and then turned it on in the second half, and let's just hope they can do it. But Swinton sticking to the task. They've played really well in the first 40 minutes. And Ashall drop goal there, just short of the interval. He's been the sole points scorer for the Swinton outfit. But hooker there, Melling scampering away from the acting half-back position. Swinton in possession. Ball back to Miller for the kick downfield. Sits up nice, Rapati gathers it safely, looking for the space, beats the first line of defence, but a 3-man welcoming committee. Pusil there, back, but it was Griffith there that completed the tackle. It's on to big John Harrison. Got to follow these runners. So it's running hard onto the ball, and they've got to make sure there's a man or 2 men following them. Paul Farber, substitute forward, came on for Stuart Evans in the 33rd minute. Dwyer, Cooper, on to Tommy Frodsham. Taken down by Steve Snape. It's George Mann. Certainly very dark out there on the pitch. As you can, it probably won't look as dark on your picture. But I can assure you it's very dim. Paul Bishop kicks it downfield. Logan Edwards goes centre field. Bernard Dwyer and Mark Bailey wrap him up centre field. Mellor at dummy half. Swinton lose possession. Well, Harrison being penalised there. Referee Smith watching, and Harrison visibly held back there. Saints remonstrating, but they're penalised for the problems, or their efforts, I should say. Sabritsky finds touch just short of halfway. Well, the touch judges brought him in over halfway. But Saints they're being penalised, and wrongly so. Sabritsky now, short ball there to Mellor, quickly wrapped up centre field. After a Swinton planned a ploy that didn't get them very far. movement there. Griffiths on the far side. Danny Griffiths, that is. The standoff for Swinton. Jora Patty bursting through there. Loose play, but Swinton get away with it. On to Steve Snape. Quickly bang down. So it's Swinton up by the Saints 25. Loop movement there with Ashall. On to Sabritsky. Inside ball. Good ball to running forward Morrison. Sixth and final one now. Will Ashall have another go for drop? He's moving over to the right. I would imagine that it'll go in the air. There's Sabritsky. Lofts it high. And Ranson chasing on the far side. But Saints come up with possession. Well taken on the far side. Alan Hunt, I think it is, that gathers it. Swinton kicked through, so it's going to be another 6 tackles again. Well, George Mann, a rare error from him, throws it away, trying to feed it back inside, and he puts Swinton back on the attack. Sabritsky onto Ranson, just forced into touch on the far side, but a rare error there from George Mann. Saints nearly paying the penalty. Scrum of this second half. Saints second the scrums are 6-5 in the first half. Saints win possession. Trying to get it away very quickly. Tommy Frodsham quickly brought down. Rapati quickly up there. But it's Griffiths going away from action half-back. Turns it inside to Gary Connolly. This is what I'm saying about the Saints. They've got to follow the man with the ball. It's paying off there. Connolly tidies up again. Quick hands on to Farber. Builds up ahead of steam. Centre field. Farber driving his way forward. The ball's loose. He tried to feed it on to Tia Rapati. But it's Logan Edwards. Strong run from this lad, but Bernard Dwyer's persistence paid off. He held on to him. Scott Ranson from matching half-back. Kevin Ward brings him to a halt. And Swinton playing it blindside. Snape. Well, it's gone back to Snape. He's lost it again. Referee allows play to go on. He was just on the verge of blowing up, but Kevin Ward drops on the loose ball. Saints lying deep. George Mann quickly on to Shane Cooper. Cut out past there to Jonathan Griffiths. The ball's down again, and as it's Swinton that come up with possession. No knock-on rules. It's Alan Hunt that comes up with the ball, but a knock-on is ruled and a scrum down just inside the Saints half. Ashall to feed. Swinton come up with possession. Moving it quickly, Mellor in the line. Swinton bringing it blindside, but the ball hitting John Allen's head, and they lost possession. Saints snap it up, and it's Paul Farber. George Mann onto Kevin Ward, beats the first line defence. Ward looking for support, crying out for support. Mark Bailey had overrun him, and Bernard Dwyer was just coming up. Cooper lofted past Tommy Frodsham. Gives it to Jonathan Griffiths, running onto the ball, and that's how Saints should be doing. But the ball's gone to ground again, and Mellor comes up with it. Makes a 20-yard burst up centre field. Melling at dummy half, onto Andy Fusil. Farber wraps him up with Bernard Dwyer. He's certainly got through a lot of tackling this afternoon, is Bernard Dwyer. Sabritsky feeds it up, well taken there. Good eye for the gap. Sabritsky feeds it up. On to John Allen, I think it was. It's Sabritsky again, chips it through. Connolly takes it well on the run, and Saints on the charge. Well taken by Steve Snape. Well, offside at the play of the ball. A good pass from Cooper inside to Mark Bailey, I think it is. As I said, the lights are very dim here. Awkward picking the players out. Good ball from Frodsham onto Griffiths. Well, looked a good ball, but Swinton defender quickly in. centre field. 10 yards inside the Swinton half. Cooper on to George Mann, coming over blindside. Snape tries to wrap him up. Referee shouts held. Mann plays it quickly. It's on to Paul Bishop. Grubbers for touch. Well held. Logan Edwards takes it high. Right into space. Brilliant break by Logan Edwards. But Connolly has him. He passes it to Snape. Snape stretched a little there. But it looked as though he had the beating of Gary Connolly, did Logan Edwards. But Connolly just held on to his ankles. It's Griffiths on the far side. Over to Scott Ranson. Swinton running, St. Dragon still moving the ball. Sapphire, there it is. And the Swinton faithful get behind them. Alex Mellin at dummy half. Swinton moving it left, on to Griffiths. Stand off for Swinton. Brought down, inches short. Ranson at dummy half. He'll have a dive, will he? Mellin back to Ranson. George Mann wraps him up. The ball's loose. It's another 6 tackles because it must have touched George Mann as he tried to rake it loose. So plenty pressure on the Saints. Swinton there trying to dive in for a try. Spreading it along the face of the goal. Sabritsky out to Tapia. Lofted pass. Can't take it. Saints moving quickly. Alan Hunt, Jonathan Griffiths on the far side, and Tommy Frodsham. I think that's Tapia there going through. Farber has him. Dwyer and Farber brings him to a halt. And now Tashall along the line. Short ball inside from Sabritsky. It's still there. Ashall's going for the line. He's upended. Tremendous pressure. 6th and final tackle now. Sabritsky now. Short ball there. Feeds it back. Swinton still moving it. It's on to Griffiths. He releases it. And Swinton are still moving it. Busil. On to Miller. On to Sabritsky. Big gap opens. He's brought down short. No try. The man's short. The Swinton supporters tried to con the referee, but he was right on the job. And Saints get the change over and come away with possession. 12 tackles there. Saints had to withstand the pressure, and they did so. But a big gap there, and Sabritsky went for it. He was brought down. It must have only been inches short. Swinton hurling all the 13 players in. Ward for Saints. Driving up just 5 yards short of the 25. Cooper on to George Mann. Mann wants a quick play of the ball. Plays it to himself, there's no marker. Good ball there. Inside now, Saints, Jonathan Griffiths. Into space. Beats the defence. Griffiths supports on the inside. Hunt takes it. He's still going, Alan Hunt. Oh, yes. Superb try. A superb try from this flamboyant wingman, Alan Hunt. A lot of the spade work done on the left wing there by Jonathan Griffiths. He did well, he hurled past the Swinton defence. He came in field. Hunt, he turned it inside to Alan Hunt. He beat 2 men with more, what can you say, consummate ease, and then dove between the sticks, extending the Saints lead now to 17 points to 7. And just a formality now for Paul Bishop to convert this right between the sticks. So superb try finished off there by Alan Hunt, but this left wing partnership of Griffiths and Hunt certainly been involved a lot in the game in the first half, although not penetrating the line, but it's come to fruition there, and Alan Hunt diving over Bishop, strides up, no problem. You could have back-heeled that over, couldn't you? So Bishop with his 3rd conversion to add to his drop goal and put Saints now at 19 points to 7 in the lead. So an uphill battle now for Swinton, but Saints showing the class there after sustaining 12 tackles on their own line. A couple couple of rare mistakes near their own line. Saints withstood the pressure and then moved it up and scored at the opposite end. The George Mann in touch there as he took the ball. He was unfortunately, even though I don't like to say it, in touch. The ball was kicked through and an unforced error for the Saints there. Barry Ashall to feed. Swinton come up with possession. Ashall again. Scored all Swinton's points this afternoon. Hint of obstruction there. Sabritsky powers his way through. Danny Griffiths at dummy half for Swinton. Barry Ashall receives the ball. Griffiths does the run-around movement. It's now on to Snape, to Jorapati. The ball still loose there. Is it Snape again? It certainly looks like him. On the far side. Melling at dummy half, but the ball's kicked through. Another 6 tackles is going to be waved on as Jorapati tidies up. Cooper comes in, clamps him, but he releases the ball. It's on to Snape again, is it? No, I beg your pardon. It's the standoff, Griffiths. The tackle count waved clean. And it's Swinton still in possession. In the Saints 25, 20 yards from the line, trailing by 12 points. But certainly looking very lively. Shane Tapia brought down 10 yards short, more or less centre field. Good running, Tony Morrison powering his way forward. John Harrison there, but Bernard Dwyer again. He's a tremendous amount of tackling Dwyer's got through this afternoon. Ashall again, well round the shirt there, brings him down. Swinton didn't like it, but that certainly looked round the shirt to me. Referee Smith quickly in. Yes, and it's Pusil, I think. He's gone down, but the touch judge is in on the far side. But I'm sure if you have a look at that again on the video, it was only round the shirt. But the man is certainly making the most of it. Is it Andy Pusil, I think, that's down? I think it's the big number 8. He's got up, he's had the magic sponge. Well, Farber, has he been sent off or has he just been sin-binned? Was Paul Farber there being dispatched to the dressing room? He certainly conned the, Pusil, I think it was, he certainly conned the referee there. That's Swinton with the penalty. Saints reduced to 12 men. Yes, and he's been sent off. He's going for the proverbial early bath. Melling. On to Ashall, along the line, Griffiths. On to Mellor, short pass there, good crisp short pass. But Swinton now on the charge, captain the Saints 25. Spreading the ball quickly, along the line, looking for the gaps. Well, Harrison says thank you very much. I think it was John Allen that tried to get through, but he passed it on to Paul Bishop. So Saints in possession, depleted ranks. Paul Farber being sent off there. Must be on the touch judge's intervention. But certainly, we'll have a look at that again on the video. It don't make any difference to the referee's decision. But it could come up at the disciplinary committee there. As Dwyer scampering away from acting half-back. Mark Bailey. Inside to Kevin Ward. Ward charging into the Swinton defence. Mark Bailey at dummy half. Paul Bishop organising his troops there. Bishop now. John Harrison running hard. Inside ball to Tommy Frodsham. Mark Bailey hits it with support on the inside. Well, Bishop there hampered a bit, but Connolly has it. The forward pass rule there, and that certainly could have been a tryout of nothing. But Paul Bishop there obstructed as he was coming to get that ball. But But Saints still in the lead, 19 points to 7. 18 minutes of the second half gone, and Saints down to 12 men, with the substitute Paul Palmer being sent off in the 56th minute for an alleged high tackle. I think it was on Andy Pusil. So Swinton now taking up the running midway between their own 25 and the halfway line. Scampering away from the acting half-back position. Solid tackling from the Saints, and that's what you've got to do. Hooker Melling, he plays it. Pusil turns it inside. Swinton running it now. Onto Griffith, onto Joe Rapati. From acting half-back there, Swinton moving it away again in another valuable 10 yards. Onto Ashall. Sabritsky kicks it through. Rapati takes it well as Morrison comes in, but Rapati pushes Morrison off. Morrison comes back for a second bite of the cherry. Referee Smith in, and shout held as a three-man Swinton contingent. Frodsham now, but super tackle there. Andy Pusil moves in quickly. Good solid tackling. Kevin Ward. Let's see how he goes on with some of the big forwards. Pusil. It's easy to tackle the tiddlers, isn't it? On to John Harrison. Strides it through. Harrison pushing him off. Just over the halfway line. Saints on the charge now. Jonathan Griffiths chips away well. Felled there by Mellor. And a penalty under the sticks. It's going to be. The touch judges on this side. Isn't it amazing how the referee can't? He can see some things, and he certainly didn't see that. But Jonathan Griffiths there, he was felled after the ball had gone by Paul Mellor. And Paul Mellor playing a bit of the old soldier. He's gone down as well, trying to cut the referee as it was 50-50. But Griffiths there saw nobody at home in the Swinton defence. He kicked it through and then was taken down off the ball and receiving treatment on the far side. Well, 10 minutes in the sin bin is Mellor's punishment. Now there's no justice in that, is there? So Mellor receiving 10 minutes in the sin bin for a worse offence than alleged by Paul Palmer. But it's a penalty right in front of the sticks for that offence. So both teams down to 12 men, with Mellor being dispatched to the sin bin. And Paul Bishop already got 7 points to his credit this afternoon. And shouldn't have any problem in banging this right between the uprights. So it's Bishop there composing himself. A penalty award to the Saints. Bishop converts it. I think that's only the Saints' first penalty of the second half after 21 minutes. Took us 31 to get one in the first half. So after 21 minutes of the second half, Saints with a 21 points to 7 lead. George Mann powering his way up centre field. Swinton looking to introduce a substitute as Cooper puts it on to John Harrison. Lofted ball there to Rapati. He chips forward. Rapati, can he gather it? He's taken down without the ball. The Saints play on. Oh, Mark Bailey makes a complete hash of it at the end, but the knock-on had already been ruled. Swinton, are they allowed to make a substitution? Tapia is coming off, and Ian Pickavance, as I said, the grandson of Saints director Joe Pickavance, comes on. Swinton win possession from the scrum. 3-1 scrum possession in the second half for Swinton. About 17 minutes of the game remaining. And Saints with a 21 points to 7. Winning scoreline as they get possession there. Quick hands going across and Jonathan Griffiths taken down. Bailey wants to quick play the ball on to Bishop. On to Bernard Dwyer along the line. Frodsham, lofted ball. Cooper out to Rapati. Is he going for the corner? He is. Is Rapati in? Just forced into touch. But he took him on, Rapati. He went for it. A lofted ball from Shane Cooper. Connolly with possession now. Just inside from the main stand touchline here at Station Road. Bernard Dwyer attacked in half-back. Turns it inside to Bishop. On to John Harrison. He played well this second half. John Harrison gets a lovely ball away to Cooper, who releases it there to Griffiths. Outside to Alan Hunt. Hunt powering it up. He's released the ball to Griffiths. So Saints throwing it about, and they're just on the 25-yard line. That's Swinton 25. On to Kevin Ward. Running hard, and Saints looking for further points. On the board, Cooper along the line. George Mann. Lofted ball there to Mark Bailey. Snatched at it. Knocked it down. The scrum down 10 yards in from the main stand side on the Swinton 25. Swinton with a good win away in the league at Lee last week by 20 points to 12. Tries for Edwards, Rapati and Griffiths, with Ashall 3 goals and 2 drops. And Ashall scoring all Swinton's points this afternoon. All 7 of them. The scrum collapses. They certainly leave a lot to be desired, the scrums in the Rugby League. But Saints penalised again. Surprise, surprise, at the play the ball. At the scrum, I beg your pardon. And it's Ashall. Must have heard about our commentary here on the video. Tried to get us in the position front of the press box. But Swinton restarts 10 yards inside their own half. And solid tackling from Ward, Dwyer and Harrison. John Allen powering through there. On to Ashall. Moves it upfield. Inside ball to Jonathan Griffiths. He chips the defence, but Ranson is it going back. But Griffiths pressurises him, forces him over his own dead ball line. Is the changeover been ruled? No, he's just allowing to play the ball. But Saints penalised for offside. Well, that's what's called relieving the pressure for the opposition there. Swinton under a lot of pressure there, and referee Smith penalising the Saints for moving up offside. Had to play the ball. Saints putting a lot of pressure on the Swinton outfit. Jonathan Griffiths chipping the defence. And Swinton move upfield. John Allen. Swinton running hard and straight. About 13 minutes of normal time remaining. 21 points to 7. And only a spirited effort from Swinton to get them back to go in the bag for the second round of this Regal Trophy tie tomorrow morning. Logan Edwards does well, gets the ball out to Pickavance. Rapati brings him down. Certainly Saints will have to get there in 2s and 3s. Loose play from Swinton. Tidied up on the far side by Scott Ranson. Loses his footing, and Cooper, I think it is, comes in. No, it's Jonathan Griffiths. Completes the tackle. But Swinton moving away from the acting half-back position. Change over rule. I didn't see the referee's hand to signal in the 6 tackles. Mind you, as I've said before, it is very dark. It looks quite bright on your picture, but I can assure you the lights are a bit ropey, to say the least. Bernard Dwyer to Alan Hunt. Would have been a forward pass if he'd have took it, but certainly one going a bag in there. Tommy Frodsham have to come off. Stuart Evans back on. So reshuffle in the Saints ranks. Evans Helens back in the pack. And Saints being penalised for wheeling the scrum. That type of indication. Or offside at the scrum. Another penalty to Swinton. 5-1 in the second half, and the winning scrum possession by 4-1. The referee Smith quickly in there as temper's getting a little frayed, but it's Pusil there who's been interfered with, if you'll pardon the expression. But Swinton gain further yardage upfield. Still in possession. Ten yards short of the Saints' 25-yard line. Swinton still in possession. John Allen running hard. Saints still, as I said, down to 12 men with that Paul Farber sending off in the 56th minute. Swinton moving it quickly on the far side, but Scott Ranson, the ball going to ground. Scott Ranson tidies it up, but it's a scrum down in the Saints 25. Saints feed, Paul Bishop looking for only the Saints' second scrum win of the second half. Gary Conley acting halfback. 21 points to 7 the score. 10 minutes of the game remaining. Saints looking quite comfortable winners, but anything can happen. Evans running hard and true, but just had his ankles tapped. But Kevin Ward inside to Dwyer. Dwyer moving upfield onto Bishop. Well, it's a charge down. It'll be another 6 tackles, surely. Well, Mellor, good tackle there. Tira Patti, but Saints come up with possession. Tira Patti did well there. Harrison onto Conley, overlap on the left there. Onto Alan Hunt. Outside, Jonathan Griffiths. Driving in for the corner. Will he make it? He's just brought out short and forced it to touch. Solid tackling on the far side there. Scott Ranson moving in quickly onto Jonathan Griffiths. Alan Hunt in at the centre, Griffiths moving onto the outside, onto the wing berth. Hunt fed it out and Griffiths powered his way forward, but tremendous Swinton defence. Keep him out. Saints points in the second half. A Hunt try, goal by Bishop, and a Paul Bishop penalty goal with no reply for Swinton. And Saints, as I said, down to 12 men from the 56th minute. Swinton in possession, just on their own 25-yard line, spreading the ball out. Lofted pass there onto Mellor. He loses his footing. Saints will have to move in quickly and close him down, but he releases it to John Allen. Shrugs one tackle off. Running into his own man, just getting a little confused there. Allen gets up very slowly to play the ball. Melling a dummy half to Snape. That Pusil, is it, that's bursting through? Big front row forward. Sabritsky. Crossfield kick. Tira Patti takes it well, but the touch judge is on. For whatever reason, Sabritsky is taken off the ball. He must be, with the touch judge coming on. I actually followed the ball, but the touch judge is on. Yeah, and Sabritsky flat out. the ball downfield. But it looks as though it's going to be another sin binning. Referee Smith reaching for the yellow card. Bringing the player over to him. It's Stuart Evans being brought out. And Evans gets 10 minutes in the sin bin. So 7 minutes to play. And Saints down to 11 men now. On to Melling. Well, Saints penalised a further 10 yards, obviously for mouthing. Planned move here. Swinton onto Allen, tries to release it. Pickerman's waiting for it, but well clamped there by Mark Bailey in the end. Melling inside to Tapia. He's just come back on replacing Sabritsky. He took a knock in that tackle. Pusil at dummy half. Swinton with the last charge. Onto Griffiths. Snape along the line. Joe Rapati. Bishop clamps him round the top after the initial tackle there by Mark Bailey. Is it no? Shane Cooper it was. So Swinton piling the pressure on the Saints. Saints down to 11 men. 4% off, and Evans in the sin bin. Evans will be in the sin bin for the remainder of this game. Make it only 7 minutes, but loose play. Tied it up there. Rapati with a run for the line. What can he do? The defence closes down. Mark Bailey takes it well. Can Bailey power his way? He's hurting crossfield. Good cover tackle from this Swinton defence there. Saints will have to get up quickly. Play the ball. Dwyer, well, he's impeded at the play the ball, and he's knocked on. Going to scrum down. Dwyer looking for support on the left. As he got the ball from the play the ball, his hand was knocked down. Well, the man of the match, and Bernard Dwyer must be in the running for this. There's no danger. Just being announced by the PA system. So Ward there, yes, a tremendous game from Kevin Ward. Both Ward and Dwyer punched holes there in this Swinton defence. So yet another penalty there going Swinton's way, 8-1, and Saints going down 5-2 on scrum possession. They're down to 11 men, but there's only Saints scored in the second half, a 21 points to 7 lead, and just less than 4 minutes of normal time remaining. Ashall, that dummy half, especially after Swinton, they started off well. Ashall trying goal in the 8th minute, but since then they've never headed the Saints. John Allen, good run there, he's had a good game for the Lions. And it's Melling, on to Griffiths, on to Logan Edwards, a kick obviously for Scott Ranson, this speedy wingman. To chase, but it was too deep. It went into touch 10 yards from the Saints try line. 3 minutes to go, and obviously the result not in doubt at all. 21-7 for the Saints. Bishop to feed. Only Saints' third scrum in the second half. Bishop again, lofted ball there to Alan Hunt, into space, have to come inside, solid tackling, but a good 20-yard burst there from Alan Hunt. Connolly, Bishop along the line, Dwyer, Cooper, onto Kevin Ward, running hard. Cooper there leading his troops. George Mann, to come in field, pushes 2 off man, loves it, lovely ball there to Mark Bailey. Bailey turns in the tackle, Mann's there to receive it. So Mann at dummy half, on to Shane Cooper, John Harrison, running straight and hard. Harrison driving for the line, on to Connolly. Yes, Connolly goes in for his second. A superb try for the Saints. for his second of the afternoon. 25 points to 7, the Saints lead now. And isn't it strange how when a side is reduced by one man at least, and the Saints have been reduced by 2, as it's funny how they throw the ball about a lot, and it certainly punched holes in the Swinton defence in the second half. A controversial sending off of Paul Farmer in the 56th minute for an alleged high tackle on Pusil, I think it is. Then Mellor, who got 10 minutes in the sin bin for Swinton, after taking Jonathan Griffiths off the ball as he chipped through, and then Stuart Evans, who took Sabritsky out after Sabritsky had kicked through, another off the ball incident, and Evans in the sin bin. But it's Paul Bishop. Difficult kick for him, the most difficult of the afternoon. Played it well but waved away. 25 points to 7. Just about a minute of time remaining. Just while we're waiting for the kick-off, if we just give a mention to Norman Brooks and the Brooks family, ardent Saints followers. And Norman, he's back from Baghdad. He was one of Saddam Hussein's hostages, but he's back in England on the old terra firma, and he's back supporting his Saints. So big welcome to all the Brooks family. Also his brother Joe Brooks, who's an ardent follower of the Saints and lives up at Village. But it's Saints, they'll be pleased with the Saints' performance this afternoon. Ward turns the ball in field, just waiting for the full-time hooter now. Saints in possession on the far side. An emphatic win here at Swinton this afternoon, 25 points to 7. Alan Hunt coming centre field, subject to a few jibes in the first half with his encounters with Joe Rapati. It's Bishop on to George Mann, looking for action. Man laps it up, puts the ball back to Paul Bishop. 6th and final tackle signified there. Loves his rugby, George Mann. Comes up laughing at every tackle. 6th and final tackle, and it's Jonathan Griffiths on the far side. He's running it. Feeds the ball inside. Kevin Ward. Lovely ball to Rapati. To Rapati. Is he in for a try? Yes. Barely finishes off well. What a superb try. A superb full length of the field try to finish off in good style. Mark Bailey finishing off. Not bad off 11 men, that is it. Bailey finishes off in good style, but Kevin Ward taking the running up centre field. Jonathan Griffiths on the far side. And Mark Bailey finishes off in good style. Bailey's 6th try of the season.
Number 5, Alan Hunt.
PA system give it out as Alan Hunt, but I can assure you, even though I do get them wrong, I have been known to get them wrong occasionally, that was Mark Bailey. And Paul Bishop now with the conversion. Yes, Bishop bangs it right between the uprights. Finish it off in good style. May not have time for kick-off. Well, we haven't. So the final score here at Station Road, Swinton, an emphatic win for the Saints, 31 points to 7. 13 points to 7 at half-time after Swinton had opened the scoring with a try to go from Ashall in the 8th minute. Then in the second half, 11 minutes, and Hunt's got a try. Bishop goaled it, and Saints were in the driving seat at 19 points to 7. Then Farber was sent off in the 56th minute. And then it was all Saints in the second half. Swinton didn't get on the board at all. Tries from Bishop, a second from Connolly, and then Mark Bailey finishing off there, a full, what I could say, 75-80 yard up the field movement. So the full-time score here at Station Road is Swinton 7, Saints 31, and Saints in the bag for tomorrow's draw for for the second round of the Regal Trophy, and let's hope we can just come home with it up with a home tie. We're quite starved of rugby lately at St Nosey Road, not a lot of home fixtures, but Saints are coming off a job well done, which certainly looks a very hard fixture on paper, but finally depleted to 11 men with Stuart Evans in the sin bin. The final score, as I said, Swinton 7, Saints 31.